and take the first option. Berry was the tackler, didn't get the joy of taking the kick. From the side, McAdam! Oh, he can fly! And he's launched in the late afternoon sun in Adelaide and brought down an outstanding mark.
So it's the hard work he does before the ball's actually kicked. So the hard laid out to the pocket, that's where he loses his man. He can then turn, double back, and that is just a great hang.
That's all leap, isn't it?
Taranto almost caught by Akers. He got a handball just in time. Kelly, Keefe, Perryman turned on the kick. Oh, good grab. This is just awesome to watch. Switkowski is playing the game of his life.
Must have heard Pav's pump up.
Barras, Laddams, Spills, Hearn, and then the Eagles again get set. Big fly! Liam Ryan! He's always flying! And then an absolute gem, crowd love it. Liam Ryan, every single week he thrills, gets up, knocks his head on the moon, comes back. Play on. Happy to go long. Fritsch is the target. Is it going to get there? Fritsch flies, big grab, then oh, he's given it. He's paid it. It's a contender. Let's have a look at this hanger again. Fritsch sets himself. Georgiades knows he's about to go up. Probably a little lucky to be paid it. Off Georgiades, never really controlled it.
Captain of the team again today in the absence of Rory Sloan.
And good defence so far by Adelaide. They've tried 3 times now, the Crows, to penetrate.
Walker! Skywalker! Into the clouds! Big Tex.
Just didn't come back enough, but that's an exciting start.
Yeah, he's electrified the whole competition. And hopefully he continues to...
Sits it up. Lewis up. Great mark. Back with the flight. Doedee.
That is unbelievable, that mark.
And that's an old school grab, that. Impey gets up front spot.
The ball's dropping short coming out of defence, isn't it?
And shorts it inside 50. And this, hoping for high contact, didn't get it. Flanders found some room where there wasn't a lot. Rankin gets his moment.
Great effort.
Back with the flight brilliantly. Speaking of against the grain, he had to put his body on the line, Murphy. His whole team needed him to, and he did.
It's almost reckless to a point. Nathan Buckley loves him. Hey, great move, great effort by Jack Crisp, who held onto that tackle.
That can be season turning. Yeah. Let's just watch what happens on the back of that.
You just don't think they can afford to miss any of those opportunities north if they're going to really come back and trouble Collingwood.
Oh! Majestic from Mihocek over the top.
That's classical. That is classical.
Any other week he's sinking.
Just hold fire to next week.
Port got back well. Their transition was good then.
To the teeth of goal, Naughton flies and takes an absolute screamer, a beauty at the Adelaide Oval.
Look at Aaron Naughton here. Gee, he can get up. And unfortunately for Port Adelaide, Marshall had to do what Naughton just did there, down the other end, just wheel around onto his favourite right foot and kick the goal. Tried to do the unselfish thing, and that's a big 12-point turnaround now for...
Out of bounds, almost a win for them. He shoots the handball back to Ward. Duck step inside, heads toward Big Mummy! Big Mummy to put a finishing touch on it.
Big Mummy.
That's the highest he's been for a long time.
Martin's in there as well. Keys tracked it down first. Now Curvis on the up for Prestia. It breaks for Graham across his body. Here comes Chol. They all go up.
Riewoldt.
What a mark! Riewoldt with the flights.
You turn to one of your superstars, one of your leaders, and as you said, running back with the flight, but also got a ride on the shoulders of Chase Jones, I think. And there's even Castagna underneath him. That is unbelievable. As good as you'll see, especially with the time of the game, the state of the game, just when they needed him. and then to finish with the goal.
Howe stands and turns and delivers. Ryan! One of the great marks you'll see. We've had some good ones this year, but that's a contender.
That was ruck bag sort of stuff at the end of training.
You can understand why the Geelong side targeted him.
25 plus in all his games this year, Travis Bogies, Dangerfield. So good to see him back. Beautiful grab, Burton.
Hughes down the line. Forces close to go to the air and he couldn't hang on. Back in the Stewart direction and their beautiful, beautiful hands attached to Tommy Stewart.
Got to be 5 metres, mate. 5 metres behind the mark. Got to take him. Done by Tom Stewart.
Handball wasn't perfect. Wingate had to go back and get it. No problem. He's done that now. O'Brien! Oh, we've been waiting and waiting. And oh boy, O'Brien! What a mark!
That's huge. That's a serious hanger. It's a Superman leap. Oh, have a look at the reaction in the crowd. They're holding their heads. Tip forward and everything, Jace. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a contender. The crowd's seen it on the big screen. They love it again. Got the second lift and over he went. Oh, had the crash landing. It had the lot.
Lob. Half volley. Brayshaw again. Bumped on the kick. Huge mark, Walters. Got some prime time, hang time late.
Got the ball, gave it off to Powell Pepper. Burn-Jones did well. Butters through a bit of traffic, back to lean it. Into the pocket, big fly from Georgiades! What a perler! His ball it was just whether they'd get the sit and reel it in, and he did.
What a leap.
No small man he's landed on either.
Taking the ball at its highest point, just...
Valuable time ticking away. Stocker for Silvagni! What about that?
So the big key forward who takes another contested mark.
That's beautiful.
And then the barrel on the move.
Stunned, didn't he?
Yeah. Floats it in the Gorn direction! Weightman! What about that climb? Tiny little man just sat on Max's head. Whee, what about that?
And he's on the top of Max.
That's huge. Got that excited, Richo. My voice hasn't sounded like that since I was about 14.
Just trying to find a handle on it. He'll whip around on that left boot, right into the hot spot. Schultz will fly! Lachie Schultz taking to the air and soaring above them all.
Well, it's one of the great highlights of Australian sport. It was dying and it's come back because the Sherrin has been set free. The longer kick is coming into the forward line and the boys are taking the air again. What a year of marks we've had.
He had a cracker one in the third quarter, didn't he?
He did.
Almost very similar type of fly and on the chest, and executes it perfectly. Lachie Schultz.
I just want to keep a close eye on it, Hutto. I'll get back to you with some more clarity.
Thank you, Dal.
There we go.
Oh, Howe!
We've waited a long time for it today.
You're right, it's the Daniel Howe, Jeremy Howe mark out here on the wing. It's trademark for Jeremy Howe. It's not quite at his...
Tracks the ball, gets it out wide to Langdon on that left boot. He goes around the corner. It's a good kick. Oh, beautiful mark! Murray takes an absolute beauty. That's a massive grab from Murray. I was actually watching Pickett thinking he's in prime position to jump here.
To go with it. Well, it's a big leap. It's like coming off the high board and hitting the concrete.
Gee, you wouldn't be super confident kicking it.
50 goals, 16 behinds. He's so accurate. And this one a real test as Mark Rasciuto prescribed and McAdam puts in his candidate for Mark of the Year.
in the final game of the home and away season.
Well, we've seen these two jumpers combine over the years, Dermot, to perform some great deeds for Adelaide. Number 32 to number 23. They are historically great jumpers at this club, and these two boys have done them justice. That is a great grab.
Oh, yes. Hayden Bonnard, that's his opponent, and he gave him a run-up.